Welcome to the Aston Martin Valhalla, Aston Martin's first supercar. A car designed not just to join the pack, but lead it. On looks alone, it's low, it's wide, it's 100% purpose, but also ready for the real world and Kiwi roads. Yes, ready for Kiwi roads, but we're actually in Melbourne right now, but why would we not be here? A chance to see Valhalla. This is the closest yet to the finished product. It's got an interior and the exterior is looking incredible. We've also got some new details on what's under the hood, and there's been some big changes. And to explain it, I'd like to welcome Aston Martin Auckland's new brand manager, Luke Newberger. Luke.
Hi, Sean.
G'day, mate.
What a way to kick off.
Welcome to the green team and the Valhalla. That's something else.
It is
really special to see this car. And I want to talk about the beauty. I know you want to talk about the numbers. Can we do some wow numbers?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
So,
horsepower.
1,012 PS. 1,012 PS, 1,000 Newton meters of torque. This is a V8, 4-litre V8 twin turbo with 3 electric motors.
The last time I saw there was 2. They've added the other.
I mean, these are
motor.
really headline figures, Sean.
Yeah.
And that is incredible output.
Actually, on that gearbox, I've geeked out on this one, and well, I say that. The truth is I can't quite work it out, Luke, but that 8-speed gearbox has the ability to let the internal combustion select one gear and the electric motor to select another gear at the same time to deliver the best possible torque. As a result, this will go from 0 to 100 in
2.5 seconds.
He insisted on saying.
I mean, that is a headline number, Sean. That is.
Headline number is the top speed.
Top speed, 350 kilometres an hour. Yeah. And it develops in terms of its downforce, which is also a headline figure, 600 kgs of downforce. Not at VMAX, might I add, but 600 kgs of downforce.
It's 100 k's to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's how fast it will go, but that's one thing. It also knows how to keep itself on the road. And I don't see any huge wings, but there's a lot of work going on.
I think that's something really unique about Valhalla is there's a lot of hypercars in this space where they have huge wings, lots of aero, and you know what? It's functional and it does the job, but it's never beautiful. And Valhalla develops all its downforce from just around there.
Actually, come around
Let's
here,
have a look.
because
So just like Valkyrie, Valhalla has the incredible rear diffuser. There is no other car on the market that has a rear end like that. That is
those Venturis
sensational.
are vast. They're like stormwater drains, and I mean I can see why it generates so much downforce. The other thing I love is you can see those rear tyres, but if we head round the front here, if you're sitting in the cockpit, you can actually see the tops of the front tyres.
So it's a little bit single-seater like, you know,
Yeah.
You can see the top of the front wheels whilst you're in the cockpit, so you always know where the front of the car is.
I can look down in the bonnet, I can see the fans drawing the air, which comes up over this
That's
car.
right.
This is so cool. And then under this bonnet, which is a clamshell, now this is the show car, we can't open the bonnet, but we would find pushrod suspension.
Yeah, that's cool, huh?
That
we
gets
both
the Formula
like
One,
that. And what does pushrod suspension do, Sean?
Unsprung weight is reduced.
That's correct. Yep.
Now, we say that like we know what it means. I will explain it. Unsprung weight is the amount of the wheel that actually has to go up and down over the bumps. The lower that weight is, the easier it is to keep the wheel on the road and keep the car doing what you want it to do. That's why they use it in Formula One.
Yeah, in terms of a weight saving, it's about 4 kgs. It's equivalent to about 4 kgs.
But it's putting the weight where you want it.
That's dead right.
Let's do some other fun stuff.
Central.
Look. Because, hey, let's be honest, we're all about Alonso this moment.
We are, that's right. Yeah, it's very F1 inspired, so you've got your intake and your F1 style snorkel.
There's 3 of them, though.
There is.
2 for cooling and 1 for air for that engine.
Yep, that's correct.
Awesome.
Yep. And of course, when you have that snorkel, you get all those incredible intake noises with it. And now, one thing we haven't mentioned, the exhaust system. And you know how much I love these exhaust systems.
I know you love titanium as well, and it's a top exit exhaust.
It is, yep.
And I can imagine what could come out of there at night time.
Well, let's hope. That might be another video later down the track.
But then, as I go to look at that, I see here the air treatment on the side. This is, everywhere you look at it, it's either like a Le Mans or a Formula One car.
It is, yep. So you've got the detail on the side with the carbon fibre. You've got the barge board style here. You've got that incredible rear diffuser. You've got the front splitter, which is also active. You've got the rear spoiler, Sean, which is active. That also acts as an air brake. I mean, this car really is is about as F1 for the road as you can get.
Speaking of F1, carbon ceramic matrix brakes, the front wheels are smaller than the rear wheels.
That's right.
It's race car every way you look, but it is then road friendly. And Aston have always been very good at making sure you could drive it on the road. There is a camera, in case you're wondering, there's no rear window. There is a camera so you can see out the back, for example. There's all the safety systems are in here.
It's going to have CarPlay, you know, and that's huge for our customers. They do want the CarPlay. It's going to have radar cruise control. It's going to have blind spot assistance. So it's going to have all those creature comforts.
So two sound systems, that one?
Yes,
and that one.
And the one inside, that's right.
Oh, that is magic. And, you know, talking about the everyday usage, it's going to have a lift on the front so you can get up the ramps.
That's right.
But there's another thing too. Speaking of the racetrack, the ability in track mode to drop itself,
to lower it down, yeah,
to make that downforce work even better.
Even better, yeah. And there's one other thing I want to touch on, Sean. 999, and this is really unique.
That's it, isn't it?
It is limited production, 999 examples. And you know what? We've had so much conquest business with this car because we found there's customers that, hey, maybe they didn't quite meet some requirements or stipulations by other manufacturers.
I've read about this. So sometimes for these limited edition cars, you have to own certain models in the lineup to have qualified yourself. But because this is the first off,
mate, you know you can be straight in the business class queue.
Loving it. That's the sort of upgrade I like.
Yeah, that's right.
And now the other thing with this car, and I've seen an earlier Valhalla from the outside, but we couldn't see the inside. Can we look inside?
Of course we can. Yeah.
Dihedral doors, you know all about them, don't you, Luke?
I do.
And you've just answered my first question. Is this car easy getting out of? Because so many hypercars, you look good getting there, but you've got to sort of roll in and out.
That's a good point. Aston's done a really good job. The sill's a lot lower than any other car I've seen, so it is a lot easier to get in and out of. We had a 6'5" customer in this car before, and he even had a helmet on. And he still had room.
That's the real
inside,
test.
Yeah, inside the cockpit. So, you know, that was really important to him. So we ticked that box. Look,
there's even a cushion here to help you slide in.
Yeah, like I mean, and that's really well thought out. But everything, the ergonomics in here are pretty cool.
No, I just realised something. When I first read about Valhalla, because you know I've watched this from the start, is they're talking about pads pretty much glued to the tub, so like a race car and the pedal box and the steering wheel that move to you.
That's right.
This looks like a proper seat now.
Yeah, so look, I mean, the seat that we see in this car isn't quite representative of what we're going to see in the final product. It is going to be a seat on a sliding rail, but do you know what? I think they've pretty much got it bang on inside.
What's it feel like in here?
Yeah, it's pretty special. Yeah.
You keep wanting to hold that wheel and make car noises, don't you?
It feels very LMP1 car. I can see the tops of the front wheels. I can even see tyre. I can see where the front of the car is. This is something else.
This is Aston Martin special.
It is.
You know, look, I just realised something. The next time I open that door could be to drive one of these. Actually, a question. Could I still order one of these for New Zealand?
You can. The order book is still open. Look, it's a limited production car and it's a limited time frame. But yes, look, we expect to be speccing our customers' cars towards the end of this year with anticipated deliveries in 2024.
It doesn't seem that far away, but imagine if you're waiting for one of these. It could seem like an 8-year-old waiting for Christmas Day. Right. But for now, I've got to say, this is enough, isn't it?
And we want to thank Aston Martin Melbourne for allowing us to use their showroom.
I want to thank Aston Martin for the Valhalla, mate. That's mega.